Winter in Finland strips training down to the essentials. Cold, hard conditions don't just challenge the body, they narrow the mind to what matters. Endurance isn't tested by distance alone here, but the willingness to keep moving, one step at a time.
What is happening, YouTube? Another exciting week of training just behind us. We're gonna go through it right now, all the data, all my sessions, and what was happening in my life in the last week. So Monday is my easy day. It was, as always, a 15-minute easy swim. It's around 3K, just about technique, easy swimming. Followed afternoon by some gym work, core, upper body, really just making sure everything recovers. Otherwise, outside of it, try to sleep a lot, hydrate well. And now it's Monday actually, so I do this video and all these small things, but try to relax. Then Tuesday, really exciting day. I love that one. 3 sessions planned in front of us. So first we're heading again to the track because we're running in a deep winter here. Any type of speed work I do on this beautiful track that I have. Could also use the treadmill, but there the heat kind of plays a role quickly. So this track is beautiful. I can run even when it's minus 15 Celsius outside. I can run in short pants and t-shirt, got the summer vibes. So we're on the track. I ran again the 10 times 200 meters. Goal was again clean technique, feeling good. Was really good, happy with that. Best technique I've had in a while. At lunchtime, we had a 1 hour 45 bike ride with some short big gear efforts, but overall pretty low power and effort. So we had 242 normalized power and a heart rate of 127. Evening time, it was nice and crisp. Back out for another run. All right, second run of the day. We do have a little bit of a snowstorm in our hand. You could probably see it not so well, but it's pretty snowy. It was 45 minutes planned, so I did that again, nice and easy through the snow. It was really fun. Hello from the Finnish forest. A beautiful evening to run. The shoes, a fire, a Vomero 18 Gore-Tex, doesn't get wet or anything. Perfect. How do you know you're not in a Central European forest? Somebody just passed me on skis. 128 average heart rate and 548 average pace through the snow.
Hello there. Psych! That's a bit. Fight! And his name is.
Nice.
What the hell? Thank you.
Then Wednesday, it was 2 sessions, 2 hour 40 bike, which we're going through now. It's a little bit of bike testing to see where the lactate and the zones are. I've been in touch with my physiologist as well. That helps me a bit on that side. They're doing actually studies right now how to do this in a more pragmatic way that is repeatable on your own, that testing. So we did a protocol for the first time to start. It was a 40-minute protocol. And the main idea for this block, because we're early days, January, is how my aerobic system is working. So I took lactate, a lot of lactate test in between. It was like 4 times 10 minutes, building until 350 watts. And really what came out of it in short is that until around 300, my lactate can stay kind of stable. It was this 3.2 mole kind of. And lactate is pretty damn complex to do and especially analyze. 2 mole is aerobic threshold, 4 mole is anaerobic threshold. There's a lot more than that. So we're looking more at the absolute values. But what, for example, changed at this, we had quite a big jump from the 3rd step, which was 300 watts, to the 4th step was 350 watts, and that was just too big of a step anyways, but we're gonna change that in the next block. But at the 4th step, the kind of this lactate got unsteady. We had 4.8 mole for 350 watts. It was like way too high. So, but the aerobic base has to work. So really valuable information, like how to make sure that at 300 watts, for example, in 6 weeks time, I would like to have 2.5 mole instead of right now 3. That would be a very good goal. Let's see what's happening in that time frame. frame, and then build a big aerobic base. Then afternoon, another nice easy swim to flush out 50 minutes, some technique. Thursday morning, I really loved that session. We are back on the track. The main session was a 75-minute run, and it was 10 times 1 kilometer. Goal was the 4-minute pace again, and just with 200 meters easy jogging in between. It's just basically a long continuous aerobic run. Really happy with that, how it felt there. We ran 16.9 kilometers. 16.9, really, you couldn't have gone another 100 meters. But I was a good boy because the goal was 75 minutes of running, and I did that and stopped then. Then boom, at lunch we had another easy ride, 90 minutes. There again, heart rate low is key. So we had 128 average heart rate, 223 normalized power watts. Evening, a nice little easy swim again, 50 minutes, and that was it for the Thursday. On Friday, we had 2 sessions. We had my long run and a bit longer aerobic ride. 30-minute core gym. And the long run was really fun. I really loved that one. We can see as well what I have to say about that.
Good morning from the beautiful Finnish forest. Quite crispy again today, minus 15. But we're looking good. We are nicely packed in. We don't have any ice down here. Really perfect. The sun is coming out. Put a bit more lace on the chest this time. Normally I overheat in this jacket. But go to, if it's a bit warmer than this, let's say like 0 Celsius and above, like 40 Fahrenheit, then go to the vest. So normally overheat in this thing, and then you just get hot, useless. So with a vest and a long layer, perfect. If you don't overheat, you're still warm.
Through the snow, really nice and frosty, but I really got even better how to pack myself in there. Nice low heart rate, 132 and 21.1 kilometer exactly, funnily. But I stopped again at 1 hour 50, which was the goal.
I do live at the coast, so these are all actually islands here. Right now, this white thing is actually sea. It's frozen. Also, when it's winter, you can ski on there, you can walk over the islands.
And I had 5:15 average pace. So already a lot quicker than last week with nice low heart rate, which is what you want. It shows the aerobic system is developing.
I just witnessed a major car crash. I really gotta see if the driver's okay. So as you can see, the driver has definitely fled the scene. MIA for sure. As you can see, the wheels are completely dug in here, over here. And the driver has lost control of the road somewhere here. Here, yeah, he slipped in here. I see he fell even over the front in there, and I assume he just ran away and fled the scene. Insurance cover. Maybe we can just try to get this vehicle outside on the road somewhere here, so it's a bit more safe. I think we're okay.
Then a nice aerobic ride, a bit different to the zone 2 zones. In short, it's 239 normalized power and 125 average heart rate. Then the weekend, I actually had a trip in front of me. I flew to Bavaria, Germany. It's just one night. I flew to see my coach. So we got 2 swim sessions there. Planned to work on my technique mainly because it was game changing when we did it in August. It was Kona first out of the water a few times as a pro, and she knows what she's doing, and more importantly, she knows how to convey it, which is the most difficult part. So before my flight in the morning, early bird, I was hopping on the bike at a 1 hour easy ride first, 220 watts normalized power, 121 heart rate. Then had some short breakfast and then straight to the gym. We had some proper leg workout, really nice. It's really fun to do. Then off to the airport, quick travel, nice and easy. It was a direct flight to Munich from Helsinki, and then a little train ride, 1 hour, and we were in the south of Bavaria, just like that. It was amazing.
Eating and travel can be quite tricky as an athlete, so in general as well, if you do sports, anything. So the best option is obviously always pre-cooking yourself, taking it with. It can be simple things, anything with not meat that doesn't get bad. My go-to is often rice and black beans and some simple sauce, but now this didn't work in this setup, so I went to the airport and went around for 10-15 minutes to find food. It's easily digestible, works well, like of the rank it, for example. In quality, now I looked for a while to find simple pasta with chicken, highest quality I can get, because if there's nothing else, it's always better to even have Burger King than nothing, right? You need energy, but if you have foods like a burger and all those things and fries, you just tend to feel quite bad after. It's not the same quality, you really feel completely different. I feel very, very different. So I do that and I space it out afternoon again, a snack, then I can swim one in the evening.
Last day of the week, I only had in total a 90-minute swim. It was almost 2 hours basically. Again, there was a morning session. We're together still in Bavaria, Munich, southern Germany. There we did, again, amazing things. We can have a look at now what I did there with the technique. The first video you see is kind of how it looked before, and key things were kind of that my arm in the front was just basically going up, and that kind of caused my low back to tilt as well. Also think about Arizona, think about how my low back tilts there and rotate, and if you think about low back and how it can pinch the nerves quickly, which did happen in Ironman Arizona with my wetsuit when I had double cramps coming out of the water, and I rode with cramped legs, which kind of doesn't produce the best watts. So yeah, there was a big learning there, and you can see in the technique as well why it would irritate the low back. From a physio background, I can clear see that's kind of exactly how you would trigger the nerves to get a little nice cramp coming. So we fixed that. It looked like this now. So basically arm lower. It's a very complex thing how to do that, and she's mastered that, but I know what to do. And most importantly, that was the biggest thing when you're developing swimmer, when you didn't grow up swimming. I didn't. My first Ironman in 2012, I swam 1 hour 11 in a wetsuit. I've been trying now for 14 years basically, and I never gave up, and I never lowered the bar either. I say I'm going to be a very, very good swimmer for triathlon, and that is the goal, and I'm not changing that. And I'm just looking now at the puzzle pieces, how to get there. And this weekend was an absolute game changer, how to get there. So I'm very excited for next week actually for that, because there we're gonna be having a nice little kind of test set once a week, so there we can really see and compare how my times changed from literally just 2 weeks ago. So it's not fitness, it's technique, to now the 100 times I'll tell you in the coming video. Good morning from Bavaria. We already had yesterday a really nice swim. We did an evening, like almost 2 hour session on technique. I learned so much, especially with the front end of my swimming. Game changing. Today another one. It's now 7 a.m. We're gonna have breakfast, have a little swim. We can't film too much during because we're so busy with actually filming back to computer. We're like fully on for 2 hours. Me and coach, we're here in a hotel in Bavaria, and yeah, heading back to the pool soon, and also a 20-minute also run for technique, and then I'm actually heading back to the airport already. Off to the pool for the second session today. Boom, that was my week. So in total, 21 hours, 29 minutes, a little bit lower in volume than the week before. That was 23, but it was because of the travel in there. Next week, we're gonna hit the gas a little bit, but just all aerobic work, building that nice foundation in January, staying patient so we can build a nice big house on top with some nice races. That was my week. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I hope you guys are well. Enjoy your training. Also, when it's dark and wintry, make it fun. Do something that excites you. Watch some nice videos, something that hypes you up. Sign up to races. You could do some run races. Anything that you really enjoy doing, that you love, do that. Be happy, and let's get after your goals together. I'll see you guys in next week. Bye-bye.